Hey you guys, it's Erin Rose with My Arizona Agents at Omni Homes International. And today I wanted to tell you a little story about when I bought my first house. I know that is super stressful, and honestly, it came to me out of nowhere. At one point in my late 20s, my mom was like, you should buy a house. And I was like, I never thought I'd be a homeowner. And I put some thought into it and I said, you know what? You're right. What am I paying someone else's rent for? Or mortgage, I should say. Why am I paying rent so that I can pay someone else's mortgage? And so chaos ensued, right? I reached out to a friend of mine and we started looking for a house. And I found multiple houses that I fell in love with. And this was in 2012. So if you can think back to 2012, now that we're in 2021, when I'm recording this video, I think it was just as busy of a market as it was 2012 as it is today, maybe a little more intense, or at least during COVID it was. And I must have seen a ton of houses. I can't even remember how many offers I wrote, but I finally found a house. I dropped everything I was doing and I just sped over here. And we looked at the house and we loved it. I loved it. There was no we, just me. So we wrote an offer and it was accepted. And so then your Binzer period starts, which I didn't know was called a Binzer period at the time, but inspections were ordered. And I showed up to this inspection like, what do I know about owning a home, let alone what this guy is about to tell me is wrong. So keeping in mind now that I know that an inspection is to ultimately find out everything that's currently working in the home and everything that's currently not. Okay. It's not a time for us to go in and renegotiate with the sellers on price. Okay. So I just want to make that perfectly clear. I don't think I knew that. So I'm just trying to keep this also informative. Okay. So long short of it, I get through this inspection period and I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't know what house bib is. I don't know if it should work or not. And I think I worked through that with the inspector as well as my agent at the time and the broker. So anyway, so we put all these things on this list, in the pool light was hanging, like jump in the pool in April and put that light back, right? And just a couple little things. There was a lot of little things. And if I would have known then what I know now, I would have asked for only big things, because the little things are often done and wouldn't be done the way you wanted to do them. So now I know that you ask for all some or none, and they can respond with all some or none, right? So you can ask for everything and they do a bunch of little stuff and you're stuck with the big stuff. So anyway, so we get through this inspection period. I end up deciding that leasing the property back after closing was a great idea. Now I know what that means. Currently in COVID, we're really not recommending doing that. There's so many owners that are out there that are selling their property, which is increasing our inventory and making it more available for people, that sometimes a lease back option is included in that negotiation. And so I just caution my buyers in a really great way, because I get them all the information as well, because ultimately they're becoming a renter to you, and there is a COVID enacted restriction to evict people right now. So it's very risky from that perspective, so long as you know what you're getting into. Anyway, long short of it, I end up leasing back the property to these beautiful people, and my expectations were set super high. I asked that they have the house professionally cleaned before they leave. And then when I moved in, I was like, this is not professionally cleaned. Who cleaned this? And then anyways, chaos ensued. I wanted to try to keep their deposit, and that didn't work out in my favor. I ended up just giving the money back because it seemed like more work than it was worth. I also consulted with an attorney at the time. She was like, Erin, give them their money back. I'm like, okay, fine. So something to keep in mind, there's a story for every transaction. No transaction is the same, okay? And so when you want to compare stories and things that are happening during your transaction, really it's everyone's had a different experience. Everyone bought in a different time or sold in a different time. So really working with your agent through that and understanding all of all of the things that go along with that is crucial. So you can never ask too many questions. I had a great client recently and he just did not stop asking questions. And I was like, hey, keep them coming. Like we need to get through this. And some of them are duplicated, but a different way to say it, right? And so, what I learned from that first purchase was ask as many questions as you might have in your head. Write them down if you can't get to them right away so that you don't forget to get that question answered. Anyway, so that's all I have for today. I just wanted to share that little story, and I hope it helps somebody that's possibly struggling with their current purchase. If you have any suggestions for videos or want to make a comment on my video or what this topic of this video was, I'd love to hear from you. So please don't forget to comment below. And if you want to see more videos like this where I'm talking about real estate, do please hit the subscribe button as well as the bell below to be notified when I drop another video. I hope you have a great day, and thanks for stopping by.